Good afternoon and welcome to your Solent Sports News. I'm Rob Lomas. Southampton will play at home for the first time since their crushing defeat 2 weeks ago. The Saints were on the end of a 9-0 thrashing from Leicester at St Mary's, the biggest home loss in the league history. They face Everton tomorrow in front of their own fans for the first time since the embarrassments.
I think we spoke about the last 2 games against a very strong side, and we tried in our way to get something there. 70 minutes we were on a winning track, but finally it wasn't enough.
Everton manager Marco Silva is hopeful that Andre Gomes will feature again this season. The 26-year-old suffered a fractured dislocation to his right ankle in Sunday's draw with Spurs at Goodison Park. While Silva is hopeful, he has not yet given a timescale for a return.
All of us, we saw that moment, and he's really serious injured and looks really serious. Of course, after the surgery and after all the exams they did, everything went really well, and we hope we can see again Andre playing this season. Of course, it's not something we're 100% sure, but we have the good possibilities to do that.
Local side Eastleigh will hope to keep their FA Cup dreams alive tomorrow. The Spitfires travel to Stourbridge for the first round of the historic competition. The National League side beat Welling United in the final qualifying round 2 weeks ago. Manchester United are into the knockout rounds of the Europa League, following a 3-0 victory over Partizan Belgrade. Goals from Mason Greenwood, Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial sealed a comfortable victory at Old Trafford. United boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was pleased with the performance of his attackers.
That was the reason we played the three of them as well. We felt we could... if we played a strong team, create chances, and we needed players out there to take them. Very pleased with all those finishes. Great, all 3 goals were high class.
Following Celtic's 2-1 victory over Lazio on Thursday night, a third fan of the Scottish champions has been stabbed in Rome. The victim, a 20-year-old man, was treated in hospital before being released. Several other fans had also been ambushed after a shuttle bus broke down. England manager Gareth Southgate has named the squad for the upcoming Euro 2020 qualifiers against Montenegro and Kosovo. Yet again, Southgate has not found space for any Southampton players, since naming the Nations League squad in May, which featured Saints duo James Ward-Prowse and Nathan Redmond. Michael Keane has also been left out, with John Stones being recalled in his place, and Southgate believes that this will benefit Keane in the future.
Well, I think Michael's had a couple of difficult games with us, and I felt that this is a good moment for him to get a break from it. He'll have a couple of weeks to recharge.
2 tennis giants will compete against each other at the O2 Arena this weekend. The ATP finals begin on Sunday, with Novak Djokovic and Roger Federer drawn in the same group. The tournament is a round-robin event, featuring the 8 best singles players in the world competing against each other. England produced a record-breaking performance against New Zealand in the 4th T20 match in the series. David Milan became the 4th England batsman to score a century as they won by 76 runs. It only took him 51 balls to score his 103, and he seemed to have enjoyed it out on the field.
It's not very often you have days like that in your career where, every time you have a hack at one, it lands safe or it actually goes for 6, especially short boundaries. I can't describe how much fun it was out there.
Australia have won by 10 wickets in their international T20 clash with Pakistan. After 11.5 overs, Australia achieved victory with a total of 109 without loss, beating the 106 runs set by Pakistan. Tiger Woods has named himself as one of the 4 wildcards in the President's Cup. He is just the second ever playing captain in the event, where a US team takes on an international team. The competition takes place between the 9th and 15th of December in Melbourne. In the latest instalment of the California rivalry, the Oakland Raiders have edged their way to a 26-24 victory over the Los Angeles Chargers with a last-minute winner. With just 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining on the clock, running back Josh Jacobs scored a touchdown to hand the victory to the Raiders. But where does this rivalry come from? We now are joined in the studio by our NFL correspondent, Jay.
So the Chargers-Raiders rivalry has existed since the American Football League was created in 1960. They've been competing against each other in the same division, the AFC West, ever since. But this rivalry also represents the differences, the divide between California. The Raiders represent the North, while the Chargers represent the South. These sides have met 119 times, with the Raiders leading with 63 wins. However, the teams will lose this geographical rivalry when the Raiders relocate to Las Vegas, Nevada for the 2020 season.
The 200-metre world champion has shown her support for the Athletics Association. Dina Asher-Smith has backed the Athletes Union in response to changes to the Diamond League programme. The 200 metres and triple jump were two events cut from the 2020 Diamond League programme. Two internet stars will go head-to-head at the Staples Centre tomorrow night. KSI and Logan Paul face off in the early hours of Sunday morning for the second time after a draw last year. That's all from us for now. I'll be back in an hour.